Hey everybody, this is a mime chef. My dad always says if a job's worth doing, it's worth doing properly. So I'm going to show you how I'm repairing the sills on my house. What I've done is I've jacked the house up from underneath the sills with some bottlenose jacks, 12-ton bottlenose jacks, two of those. I put them underneath the sills on some steel plates and jacked it up, and then I took off the siding and lag bolted some 4x2s onto the framing, and I dropped the house back down again after I put these props in, and then what I did was went along with the reciprocating saw and chopped out cut all the nails off and all the nails that went into the subfloor. So I cut through all these. I've just got this last one to do here. Cut through the nails and then took a chainsaw and cut through the sill itself, and you can see the old sill over here. That's about halfway along, and yeah, they'd eaten just about 2/3 of the wood out of these sills. These they were 6x9.5s, and that's the original sill from 1918. So they've lasted fairly well, and I was going to replace them with some similar timber because I like to keep it traditional and do like for like, but the chap at the sawmill recommended that I got some tannalized. These are 9.5x2s, and just 4 of them side by side. Make sure 6x9 up, and I've lag bolted them together, clamped them together where I could. Where I couldn't, I put some threaded bar, drilled right through, put some threaded bar through with some nuts and bolts on just to clamp it all up. And then I've used some more lag bolts and washers, some 5-inch lag bolts and washers that go rebaited, and they just about go all the way through. And then I've leveled everything up, dropped everything back down. Put the 4x2 bearers back on for the floor joists. Got everything leveled up. Toenailed everything back onto the base plate, which is on top of the subfloor. So that's the substitution for the subfloor. This is all reclaimed timber. This wood here, these toe plates came out of a wall I took out of the house. I just had to plane them down a little bit to knock them in sideways. These are some reclaimed deck boards in treated as well, all reclaimed. And so there you go, that one's ready to, once I get this corner put in, these two props can come out. And now take this bearer off and put the beadboard back on. So I'm on the last one now. I've done that one, I've done the end here. It's all spliced back in, bolted back on, and I've left these pieces here so I can thread in the new pieces one at a time. And then, because obviously it's a little bit difficult to put the whole piece in on your own, it's still a lot it's very heavy when you're working on your own, so I'm doing it one at a time, and then I bolt them together in position. So that's it. A lot of work. I had to do some repair to the brick piers here underneath the house, around the corners. So a lot of crawling around in the house. A lot of leveling these floor joists. It's very hot here. I've got a couple of weeks working this. Not many hours because I'm having to take Long breaks in the afternoon. I'm not used to the heat, so I'm taking my time, not killing myself. It's been 100 degrees just about every day for the past couple of weeks, so it's taken me a while, but I'll catch up in the winter. And I even had to repair this corner post. What size it is? 6x4. I just cut the termite eating piece out. It was eaten up all the way up, and yeah, lag bolted in the new piece, new corner post. That's reclaimed as well from a wall that was inside the house that I took out as well. So I was a little unsure. It's not something I've done before, but I've just thought about it logically and just worked my way through it, and it seems to be working out okay. It's not, the house hasn't fallen down on me. Not too much cracking of the latten plaster on the inside. Got a few cracks, but that was a bit too expected. There were a lot of cracks from where it had settled. The whole house had settled 4 inches in this corner, where the termites had just eaten away the corner just here, and the sill was hanging down to about here, and at some point someone had thrown some timber underneath here to prop the house up, just done a temporary job. But I could have done a lot cheaper fix by just splicing on, jacking up and splicing on a couple of these and just making a bodge job of it. But like my dad said, if the job's worth doing properly, if the job's worth doing, it's worth doing properly. So we're replacing the whole thing. Okay, I better get on with it. It's a Mime Chef signing off for now. Bye bye.